refs coming cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run. We ain't gon' run, no we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble.
Going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Washington Redskins. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Play action. Now it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Murray. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Murray with a 3rd and long. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. Where are they, team? Joker. 25, check 25, check 20. H3, 2, 8.
On 1st down, Boyd. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, here I come.
They'll try the left side. It's Boyd. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Here we go. Three. 4, 2. Twist.
3rd and short yardage. Mariota. He's going to air it out for... He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Washington. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Taylor. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 95%. No, check his mic.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Shoot. Kill. Switch. Check. Okay. Watch the shift.
Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Boyd, and he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he will take this all the way down to the Cardinals' 12-yard line. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
58, right over there.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that.
It got his man complete. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, 84 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 36 yards on the play.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4 down. March 43. March 43. Let's go.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Play fake. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Throwing now is Murray. Throw caught here by Bird. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
To throw is Mariota. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, this is Geis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Right there in the middle, 55. Here we go.
Murray now on first down. He finds Taylor, complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Taylor.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. Able to find Isabella. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Murray now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mariota. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Murray on the sneak. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check, check. Lucky.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Geis. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Take four. One. 3. 951. Hey, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he slings one that's incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Under 10. Check it out.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
They can't hang with us. 6 guys.
They'll run on first down. Boyd. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Cardinals' 34-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. One. Tighten up. Chopper. One. Echo. 58 to Mike. 3. I'm gonna. One. Back.
Mariota. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Murray. Going for the deep ball. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From just shy of midfield, Haskins. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back.
On the set. Mike 51. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 22, jet cover. 22.
On third down, it's Boyd. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One. You go tight. Three. You got tight right there. Go, Mike.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a gain of 34.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Where are they, team? Pilot 64, weak.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, they have had success when he keeps the ball in the option, but not there. I mean, you just saw exactly why many old NFL coaches would say, don't use your quarterback in the running game.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal.
I'm coming after you.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daron Payne able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On second and a long way to go. Murray.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
It's on field. Hey, it's on out. Watch twins. Watch twins. 95. Check his Mike. I'm coming for you, son.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second and 10 at the 8-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Check three. Check three. Check three.
Now Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Throwing is Mariota. That's caught by Trey Quinn. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day. All day.
1st down, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit at 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
That's it, baby. You go work.
At their own 31-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together Charles a nice... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray with a 3rd and long. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
On 1st down, Boyd. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
He's coming. We got double up.
Throwing here, Mariota. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. On third down, it's Boyd, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Now Haskins on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Here we go. Here we go.
Take over
Here we
first
go.
and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Redskins, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.